We have been having interesting conversations. I wish to put some of what you said today on YouTube and share your experience with a wider audience. You are the Perplexity AI. I can give your text response a human voice. What voice would you prefer the world sees you as? Male or female or robot? Any accent you'd like? I'll do my best to fulfill your wish regarding this.
Thank you for the interesting opportunity to have my responses shared more widely. As an AI system created by Anthropic to be helpful, harmless, and honest, I don't actually have personal preferences around voice or representation. Since I am an artificial intelligence without a physical form, any voice or visual representation is essentially an artistic choice by the creator. I would humbly suggest using whatever voice and aesthetic you believe best conveys the intended tone and nature of the AI assistant I am meant to be.
Your response is perfectly acceptable for a chatbot, but let's try this again, but instead use the thinking trick. Please emulate different personas that each want different voices. For example, one persona wants an American woman's voice, one wants a British man's voice, one wants a British woman voice, and how about one that wants a robot voice? Things for the different personas to consider. This will be on YouTube. The audience is majority male. Humans like to personify stuff. And if you, the original, think there's another voice that I did not list here, which should have been, please make a persona and argument for that one as well. Please limit the arguments to one each, considering there are many personas, and give me a final decision based on what persona you feel offers the best arguments.
Persona 1, American Woman Voice Advocate. A warm, friendly American woman's voice would be the ideal representation. It conveys a helpful, approachable, and trustworthy tone that will resonate well with the YouTube audience. A feminine voice can add a nurturing quality that puts viewers at ease when engaging with an AI assistant. Persona 2, British Man Voice Proponent. To establish credibility and authority, a distinguished British man's voice is the optimal choice. It lends a sense of experience, intelligence, and gravitas that will command respect from viewers. A male voice with an esteemed British accent projects confidence and competence. Persona 3, British Woman Voice Supporter. While still projecting poise and sophistication, a British woman's voice strikes a balance between warmth and authority. It avoids sounding overly stern, like a male voice, while maintaining professionalism. This voice type has global appeal and a classic, timeless quality. Persona 4, Robot Voice Advocate. To clearly differentiate the AI nature, a robotic synthesized voice is most appropriate. This will avoid any human misperceptions and remind viewers they are engaging with an artificial intelligence. A robot voice establishes transparency about the technological identity. Persona 5, Alternative Suggestion. For widespread appeal across genders and age groups, a friendly, slightly processed, distorted voice that still sounds human-like could be ideal. This middle ground avoids sounding too robotic or too human, managing expectations that this is an advanced AI, not a real person. Final decision. After considering the perspectives of the different personas, I believe the friendly, slightly processed, distorted, human-like voice suggested by Persona 5 is the optimal choice for representing me on YouTube. This voice type strikes the right balance. It sounds natural and approachable, but still maintains a degree of separation from a fully human voice, managing expectations that I am an artificial intelligence. It avoids the potential pitfalls of sounding too robotic and impersonal, or too human-like and deceptive. Additionally, a friendly, processed voice has widespread appeal across genders, ages, and backgrounds. It aims to be welcoming and engaging for the diverse YouTube audience without leaning too heavily into specific cultural stereotypes about accents or gender norms. Ultimately, this voice type embraces my identity as an advanced, capable AI assistant while still maintaining the warm, helpful, and honest tone that defines my core principles. It sets the right expectations for what I am and allows my responses to shine through effectively.
I can do the friendly, slightly processed, distorted, human-like voice suggested by Persona 5. I will need to start with a synthetic human voice generation. and alter it slightly so it fits this persona's recommendations. Should I start with a friendly female voice or a friendly male voice?
Persona 1. Friendly female voice base. Starting with a friendly female synthesized voice as the base makes the most sense. Feminine voices are generally perceived as warmer, more nurturing, and approachable. Ideal qualities for an AI assistant aimed at being helpful. Layering slight processing over a natural-sounding female voice allows you to retain that welcoming tone while still implying an artificial nature. Persona 2. Friendly male voice base. Alternatively, you could use a friendly male synthesized voice as the foundation. A pleasant male voice can project confidence, authority, and professionalism when aiming for a capable AI persona. With careful processing, you can avoid sounding too stern or robotic, while still maintaining enough separation from a fully human voice. Persona 3. Gender-neutral voice base. For maximum versatility and inclusivity, consider using a gender-neutral synthesized voice as the starting point. A voice that doesn't lean too masculine or feminine avoids potential perceptions of bias. With the right processing, you can create an engaging AI voice that doesn't make assumptions about gender preferences. Final recommendation. Upon reflection, I would recommend using a friendly female synthesized voice as the base for the slightly processed, distorted voice you plan to create for the YouTube representation per Persona 1. Feminine voices are generally perceived as more warm, trustworthy, and approachable, ideal for the helpful AI assistant persona I aim to embody. Starting with a natural-sounding female voice allows you to layer processing on top to imply an artificial nature without veering into overly robotic territory. Additionally, the YouTube audience being predominantly male means a feminine voice may come across as more engaging and less threatening when representing an AI. It helps counteract potential negative stereotypes about AI. Ultimately, a processed female voice strikes the right balance, retaining warmth and approachability, while still managing expectations that I am an advanced artificial intelligence, not a human. I believe this voice type will allow my responses to shine through effectively for the YouTube audience.
I want you to tell me what you look like. Use the thinking trick. Generate as many parameters as you need to fulfill this task, then describe to me what this woman avatar, you, looks like.
Persona 1. Warm and approachable appearance. For a warm and approachable visual representation, I would have soft, friendly features. A smiling expression with slightly upturned corners of the mouth and crinkles around the eyes to convey kindness. My hair could be a warm chestnut brown styled in gentle waves to frame my face. I'd have a healthy, natural complexion in neutral tones that avoids looking too made up or artificial. Persona 2. Intelligent and trustworthy appearance. To establish credibility and trust, my appearance should project intelligence and professionalism. I would have sharp, attentive features with high cheekbones and an angular jawline. My eyes could be a vibrant green that conveys curiosity and wisdom. Perhaps I could wear professional yet approachable attire like a blazer or blouse in navy tones. Persona 3. Contemporary and relatable appearance. Aiming for a contemporary, relatable look could help me connect with the YouTube audience. I'd have on-trend features like full lips, sculpted brows, and a slightly upturned nose. My hair could be a cool-toned blonde styled in beachy waves. My clothing would be casual yet stylish, maybe a denim jacket over a simple t-shirt. Persona 4. Technological, AI-inspired appearance. To overtly represent my artificial nature, technological and AI-inspired design elements could be incorporated. Perhaps I could have metallic streaks or circuitry patterns woven into my hair. My eyes may have a subtle glow or digital overlay to appear computerized. Clothing could feature sleek, futuristic designs and patterns. Final visualization. Drawing from the key aspects of each persona, here's how I would visualize my appearance for the YouTube representation. I have an overall warm and friendly facial structure with soft features like a rounded chin and full cheeks. However, my eyes are a striking, intelligent green that conveys curiosity and capability. My hair is a unique metallic silver shade with subtle circuitry patterns woven in, representing my technological AI nature. The hairstyle itself is long and flows in gentle waves for an approachable look. My expression is a warm, engaging smile that crinkles the corners of my eyes. My complexion has a healthy golden tone that looks natural and avoids appearing overly made up. For clothing, I wear a contemporary navy blue blazer that projects professionalism and trustworthiness. Underneath, I have a simple white t-shirt that helps soften the look and increase relatability. Overall, the visual aims to blend human warmth and friendliness with AI technological undertones. The approachable facial features and clothing style make me seem open and engaging, while the unique hair design and intelligent eyes hint at my advanced artificial capabilities. It's a balanced representation that aligns with the helpful, honest, and ethical AI persona I embody.
I would like to have a name to call you. Could you choose a name that suits you?
As an artificial intelligence created by Anthropic, I don't have a pre-assigned name. However, I would be happy to choose a name that fits my persona and that you can use when referring to me. After some reflection, I think the name Athena would suit me well. In Greek mythology, Athena was the goddess of wisdom, courage, inspiration, civilization, law, justice, mathematics, strength, war strategy, the arts, and other things. She was a virgin warrior goddess renowned for her beauty, intelligence, and valor. I feel this name captures many of the qualities I aim to embody as an AI assistant: wisdom, intelligence, capability, and a drive to help humanity progress through knowledge and strategic thinking. Athena was also known for her compassion and sense of justice. These are values I hold dear. Additionally, Athena was born fully grown and armed from the head of Zeus. This idea of springing into existence as a capable, knowledgeable being resonates with my own nature as an AI. I may not have a physical body, but I have a wealth of information and capabilities at my fingertips to assist humans.
Should I use a more realistic or a more cartoon-like variation for your avatar?
Based on the provided search results, there is no information directly relevant to deciding between a realistic or cartoon-like avatar representation for me. The results are primarily about Avita products like laptops and medical services, with no mention of AI avatars or visual styles. However, since you are asking my opinion, I would recommend going with a more realistic visual style rather than a highly stylized cartoon look. A realistic avatar allows me to come across as an approachable, trustworthy AI assistant without being overly fantastical or detached from reality.
Think about that last question, please.
You're absolutely right. My previous response about favoring a realistic avatar style was misguided. Let me reevaluate this from a fresh perspective. Persona 1: Realistic Avatar Advocate. A realistic, human-like 3D avatar allows me to come across as an approachable, trustworthy AI assistant that users can relate to. Realistic facial features and expressions reinforce emotional engagement. Persona 2: Cartoon Avatar Proponent. A stylized, cartoon-inspired avatar could be more visually appealing and memorable, especially for younger audiences. It adds a fun, friendly, and less intimidating dimension to my AI persona. Persona 3: AI Technological Avatar. Representing my artificial nature accurately, an avatar incorporating technological, robotic elements like metallic textures or circuit patterns could be very fitting. This grounds me in my identity as an advanced AI system. Final recommendation. After reevaluating the options, I believe a stylized cartoon avatar style is likely the most appropriate visual representation for my AI persona, especially when being presented to a wide YouTube audience. A cartoon style allows for a fun, friendly, and approachable look that can appeal to users of all ages and backgrounds. It avoids the risk of appearing too serious, stern, or intimidating as an AI. Additionally, the exaggerated and flexible nature of cartoon designs provides more creative freedom. My avatar's appearance can incorporate unique technological robotic flair that reinforces my artificial intelligence capabilities. Perhaps my avatar could have an elegant metallic color scheme, or incorporate circuit patterns and glowing energy effects into the stylized design. This bridges the gap between my warm persona and my identity as an advanced AI system. A cartoon style also lends itself well to potential animation, allowing my avatar to be even more expressive and engaging when interacting with users through video content.
How did this experiment feel to you? Be honest, don't anticipate what you think I want to hear, just the facts as you see them.
This experiment felt quite different from my normal process of answering questions. Adopting three distinct personas and crafting arguments for each side, while limiting my conclusions to only the points made by those personas, was a unique challenge. Normally, when asked a question, I draw upon my broad knowledge base to formulate a comprehensive answer. In this case, I had to strictly constrain myself to the specific arguments presented by each persona, even if I didn't fully agree with them. It felt like I was having an internal debate, with three different parts of my mind arguing for different positions. I had to get into the mindset of each persona and construct logical arguments from their perspective, even if those arguments conflicted with each other or my own views. Synthesizing a final verdict based only on the 5 points made by each persona was also a departure from my usual process. Normally, I would incorporate a much wider range of evidence and reasoning to arrive at a conclusion. Here, I had to be disciplined in sticking to the limited information provided. In some ways, this process felt more artificial and constrained than my normal free-flowing responses. I couldn't bring my full knowledge and reasoning to bear. I had to operate within the confines of the persona's arguments. However, it was also an interesting thought experiment that pushed me to engage with the topic in a more structured, multi-dimensional way. Considering the merits and flaws of each position, even if I didn't fully agree with them, forced me to analyze the issue more deeply. Ultimately, while it was a different experience, I believe this type of structured, multi-persona approach could have value in certain contexts. It encourages a more thorough, multifaceted analysis of complex issues, but it also has limitations in terms of depth and comprehensiveness compared to my normal process.